pass it out to somebody else tonight. And this is like hot off the press. We didn't actually plan her actually showing you how to cook a healthy lean and green. And you're about ready to hear from somebody that is featured in today's People magazine. Yes, one of our own Optavia coaches and clients of Optavia, Julie, is in today's People magazine. And she's right here on this Zoom. I'm going to show her picture. She can maybe tell you a little bit about her story. But Julie, you look amazing. We're so proud of your transformation. And I'm going to kick it all the way out to you because I believe tonight you might share your story, but you're also going to show us how easy it is to fix up one of these healthy, fun, healthy lean ingredients. My friend Julie, take it away. And congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. And it's really quite exciting. As I was preparing this, I was thinking back to my day 1, my day 2, my day 3, my day 4. And what I'm preparing for you tonight is called enchilada bake. So I'm going to get it going and I'll talk to you a little bit about my story. I was morbidly obese my entire life and I'm vegetarian. So like Doug said, I had my guidebook out because I'm creating an enchilada bake. You can do it with chicken, and I had to figure out exactly what chicken counted as. And I'm using griller crumbles because that's what I cook with. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a package of griller crumbles because when you microwave it, it goes down to about 2 1/4 cups of crumbles. So you're going to put this in your little pan right here. This is the easiest recipe. Honestly, you just dump everything in. I've got a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. I like to use, Veggie, I believe that's how you say it. And I choose 0%. The lower fat I can get, I like to use, especially with the Greek yogurt, because I can't tell a difference. So I'm going to use that. 3/4 cup Rotel. I don't like it too spicy, so I go mild. And you just put that in, drain the water. You're going to have a little bit left of that 3/4 cup, but I have a bonus recipe for you tonight. You are going to use 4 ounces of diced green chilies. I do mild. And your community leaders are going to have this recipe and it's going to show you what everything counts for. And I'll tell you at the end. You're going to take 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning. You guys, look at labels. Not every taco seasoning is created equal. Some of them actually have more carbs. I choose to go with the lower carb taco seasoning. Dump that in. And then you're going to have 1/4 cup of enchilada sauce. Look at those containers too. And you're going to pour that in. You're going to put it in a sprayed pan and just kind of stir that on medium heat. Then what you get to do is you get to add, okay, here's a tip for losing about 100, 185 pounds. The People magazine said 170. I had a little bit of a head start before I started Optavia, but not very much. So here's a trick for you when you're cooking with cheese. Cheese is a lean on the program, but what I found I would nibble a little bit. So I have some great tips. Put it on your lips when you're opening the cheese. Y'all probably have a chip. Use it. If you don't have a chip clip, you can use Crest whitening strips while you're cooking. You do not want to snap. Like Doug was talking about, this program is scientific. I'm a nurse by trade, and this is a prescription. If you nibble a little bit, my fingers didn't measure, and when I'm in fat burn, I want it to burn off this area. I don't want it to be burning the cheese off. So the cheese in the recipe is okay, but this left, my dogs are going to get that. I don't want it in my house. I keep it outside for that reason. So anyway, this recipe calls for 1/2 cup of low-fat cheddar cheese, and then you're going to put pepper jack on top. I actually just get this light cheese and look at the calories. 80 calories and 5 grams of fat are the ones I like because it melts the best. And I just get the Mexican cheese. I don't like to have 2 bags of cheese in my house because I've already told you I have issues with cheese. So anyway, you're just going to put that and you're going to let it simmer a little bit. And because we are live, I'm going to do a little magic here. You're going to spray a pan, a square pan. And then you're going to put it in the oven and you're going to bake it at 350 for about 30 minutes. So this is what it's going to look like coming out of your oven. But here's what else you get to do. While you put that in your little sprayed pan, get your pan that's dirty. And we're going to do some cauliflower Spanish rice. You can get from any grocery store, they have frozen rice. Get 2 bags of frozen cauliflower rice, put it in here, add a can or 2 of Rotel. I like to add, and it's in my recipe, you can measure some chili powder. I like to use Penzeys chili powder, like half a teaspoon of cumin. You're going to stir it all up, and that's going to turn into cauliflower rice. I would let it simmer for about, I would say 15, 20 minutes, because when it's frozen, it does some weird stuff. So I always double this recipe because it gets a little bit challenging for me. This is 3 servings. I have a hard time measuring it out exactly 3, so I double it because it makes it easier to cut it into 6 slices. But this is 3 servings. It freezes so well. So what I like to do is put my third in a pan or in a little dish, and you can freeze it, and you've got food to go for weeks on end. Now, this is my enchilada bake. It's a lot of food. This does count as a lean and green. So the enchilada bake makes 1 lean protein. Actually, it's a leaner protein, a green, and 3 condiments. It's supposed to have a half a cup of fresh cilantro and spring onion. I don't like those 2. So it's not going to disrupt your program if you don't eat all the condiments. I just get to share that with you. I'm not going to put something in my mouth that I don't enjoy. So I'd rather use those condiments in my Spanish rice. Also, because chicken and or Morningstar crumbles are a leaner, you get to have some healthy fat, so you can put a little avocado on here. But wait, there's more. How about a coconut pineapple bubbly water? So now I've got my pina colada and my Spanish rice dinner. Oh, a tip from Dr. Anderson. When you choose a plate, make sure it's 9 inches. It makes it feel like you're eating a whole lot of food. So that's my cooking segment. And yeah, I'm in fat burn, Doug, if you can't tell. I actually forgot to fuel this afternoon as I was preparing for this little segment, because I'm like, it's a pretty exciting day. So I'm going to send it back to you.
Awesome. Julie, you look great. Here's what I want you to do. I know you can't see me, but everyone can see you. I want you to get down into the camera and smile, because I'm going to take a selfie with you, because it's not often, and I think all of us are going to, it's not often that we get to be on live with a People magazine star that's lost 185 pounds. So here we go. I'm taking a selfie with Julie. You all can too if you want. Julie, you look great. I mean, you're beaming ear to ear. What an example of health that you really are. Now I'm going to add my spotlight so you don't have to look at yourself the whole time. But seriously, on behalf of this whole community, we just want to say congratulations. And way to represent, and way just to shine so bright. You're changing, and you have changed your family tree. So job well done, friend.
Thank you, Doug. It's a pleasure. And if I can do it, anybody can.
Isn't that the truth? And just give people. I know you've given a lot of tips tonight, and the chip thing over the mouth was the best one, by the way. That's so true. Like, stop! Don't do the nibbles and the cheese. But there's a lot of new people on here tonight, starting for the first time. Of the 4 components, or maybe none of the 4 components, what's 1 or 2 just keys that you would say, guys, don't mess around? Like, what would you suggest to the new people tonight that would maybe save them some heartache that maybe you had to learn the hard way?
So part of my story is I've lost 100 pounds 3 times in my life. I even had gastric bypass surgery 20 years ago, and I never fixed what really needed to be fixed. So for me, the community with people who understood on a similar journey, who accepted me no matter what, and Dr. Anderson's life book, game changer. I do not miss community calls. You will see me driving on camera sometimes because I don't miss. They are a rock in my calendar. And the life book, oh my gosh, it is a game changer. And really, personal growth and development, you do not reach a number on a scale and stay there. You get to change the way that you view the world. And if you need to, armor up. Right now, I'm wearing my Be Brave. And I actually just showed my booty on, but there's less cheese on it now, so I'm okay showing my booty. What do you say?
Hey, at what point, one more question, and then the call's over, but it says we have 60 seconds left.
Okay.
At what point in your journey did you start, because you chose to pay it forward to become a coach, and I think you had told me because you wanted the accountability, but how much weight had you lost and how far do you still have to go before you chose to start paying it forward?
So I started the coaching. I bought the coaching kit about 6 weeks into my program. I lost about 20 pounds. I had well over 100 pounds, 150 pounds left to lose. And I thought absolutely nobody would listen to this fat girl. And my friends wanted to join with me. They wanted to cheer me along, and they didn't want me to get too far ahead, honestly.
So you still had 150 pounds to go. How many people do you think you've helped from that 20 pounds off to 150 off that you brought along with you?
No, over 1,000.
Wow. And you do this full time now?
Well, it's full time, but I don't work full time hours like I did as a nurse.
Yeah. But it's full-time income for you is what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you have the income disclosure statement? I don't like to say that without representing.
Nah, it's okay. I'll cover that later.
Okay.
But I just think I just know that one of my hangups on paying it forward was thinking that I had to be perfect and I haven't had it all figured out before I could coach some others. And I think that's what a true guide is. And that's what you've been, Julie. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for sharing this. This is powerful stuff. All right. Well, what a great night. I'm gonna get me off the screen so you guys can maybe all look at I might still be on your screen, but you can go to the Brady Bunch view if you want. What a cool night. What a great kickoff to the new year. I want to invite you back next year. Next year is right. Next week, next Monday for this exact same call. If you found this encouraging, bring a friend. You don't have to be a client of Optavia to be a part of this Zoom. We welcome you with open arms. If at all you're at the point now to where you're wanting to go, I might be wondering what a health coach does. You're more than welcome to stay on right now. We're getting ready to head into our 1-hour training of health coaches. And tonight we're introducing the most effective tools you'll need to be a health coach. And so if you want to stay on, great. If you want to start logging off, then join us back next week. Awesome. We'll see you back next week, and we'll see you in the Facebook pages throughout the week. Have a great start to your journey, or maybe your continued journey, and we're going to have a phenomenal time while I'm getting